as you watch this, if you know the Constitution, you're going to be amazed both at what Whoopi said and John McCain's response at the end. But there's so much material in this. Let's watch it together, and I'll break it down for you right afterwards. Here it is.
Just want to make sure.
There's also a question that has been burning amidst voters, especially our viewers, and that is a question of Roe v. Wade. And as president, if you were, no softballs coming from me, even though you have my vote, would you as president work to overturn that, and then would Sarah Palin be working to overturn Roe v. Wade?
I think what we'd be doing is appointing or nominating the States Supreme Court and other courts who strictly interpret the Constitution of the United States. We would not impose a litmus test on any issue, because that's not fair to the American people. But they would have to have a clear record of strict interpretation.
That's a kind of other way of saying people who would want to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Well, that is saying that if I believe Roe v. Wade was a very bad decision, Barbara. I think it was a bad decision. But I've thought that other decisions of the United States Supreme Court were bad decisions. But I want people on the court and quote. Do interpret, and it's not just on the issue of Roe v. Wade, but on many other issues that I think. My interpretation of the Constitution of the United States is that the United States Supreme Court enforces the Constitution of the United States and does not legislate nor invent areas that are the responsibilities, according to the Constitution, of the legislative branch.
It was in how the law came up. It was in how Roe v. Wade came apart. That's the issue. You want it to be through the Constitution bench.
And I believe that if Roe v. Wade were overturned, then the states would make these decisions.
Yes.
Sir,
can you just? And I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. Did you say you wanted strict constitutionalists? Because
No, I want people who interpret the Constitution of the United States the way our founding fathers envisioned for them to do.
Should I be worried about being returned to slavery? Because certain things happened in the Constitution that you had to change.
I understand your point.
Okay.
I understand that point, and I get it. Thank you.
Okay, before we go,
that's an excellent point.
Before we go, just to give a different picture to you, because you talked.
I'm amazed by that. That is actually not an excellent point. I thought that was the worst point they made, and I thought they made a lot of great points. But slavery was, there was an amendment in the Constitution that got rid of slavery. 14th, 15th Amendments, and we were done with it. So it's already in the Constitution. It's already been amended. So you could have easily countered with that. One, I was surprised that Whoopi made that point. Maybe she was referring to the Founding Fathers that John McCain referred to there. But if I was John McCain, that's an easy answer. I'd be like, Whoopi, come on now. 14th, 15th Amendment. So it's not an excellent point for you to say that the Constitution it shouldn't be strictly interpreted. Of course it should be strictly interpreted, including the 14th and 15th Amendments. But he didn't say that. He's just like, oh, wow, you got me on that. I guess we'd still have slavery if we interpreted the Constitution strictly. Man, you just blew your case. First of all, that's not even true. Second of all, you're doing a terrible job of defending your case. Man, he doesn't know the Constitution. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know it at all. He doesn't know these issues. And, of course, Elizabeth Hasselbeck there. So what you're saying is you want this to be, through the Roe versus Wade, to be through the Constitution, not through the judiciary. What the hell does that mean? The judiciary interprets the Constitution. What does it mean, be through the Constitution? You have no idea what you're talking about. Shh. Man, it's embarrassing. First of all, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, definitely embarrassing. But I don't give a damn. She's just, an anchor on a TV show, and if she wants to be ignorant, that's her problem. I didn't love Whoopi's question, but I'm stunned by how bad McCain's answer was there. But to give the View credit here, man, they got a better answer out of him on Roe versus Wade than any other news anchor I have ever seen. They say he goes to a standard pat answer, strict interpretation of the Constitution, and Barbara Walters goes, yeah. That means you're against Roe versus Wade, right? And when they press him on it, he goes, yeah, I think it was decided wrong. And then the crowd kind of boos. And for the first time, Americans are like, hey, wait a minute. Is this guy actually against Roe versus Wade? Yeah, that's what we've been trying to tell you. And then he went and clarified it, and he said, yeah, I think it should be brought to the states, and they should make the decision. And I see light bulbs going on all across the country of people going, well, this guy really wants to overturn it, and then we're going to go and state by state decide if abortion is legal or illegal. Hey, look, that's a valid opinion to have in the country, but it is a minority opinion. The great majority of Americans have already weighed in on this, and they want abortion to be legal and safe. And it's about 70% of Americans. But the Democrats never take advantage of that. They never do what The View just did there. So, you basically say to John McCain, say it! Say it! You're against it! You want it overturned! You want to make abortion illegal in some states. If you could, all states. And he did say it there, in essence. And now people know.